Hello fellow viewers, welcome back to yet another edition of Wild Wednesday. Well, you know what we're gonna do. It's always the same thing, isn't it? We use RNG manipulation to get shinies, and this time I thought, well, I didn't get the shroomish last time, so I'm gonna try it again. So let's head there. You have to go to Petalburg Woods, which is here. And hopefully this time, let's go somewhere maybe where guys like him aren't on the screen, so I don't get unnecessary frame advancements. Alright. Yeah, this I did offline, the Relicanth, because that one I was also trying to get for a very long time and somehow I always missed it. But I can, as you can see, I can definitely get it. Hey there Alex, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? I'm pretty good today. I had a... You know, sometimes you wake up and you have a bad day and already starts out bad, but today was the opposite. I just had a good day from the beginning, so that's good. Hopefully you are also doing well. Also shout out to my Patreon Alex, I really appreciate that. Alright, I think here should be good. So that I don't get too many frame advancements. Let's see. Right, so the frame that I'll be going for is this one. 3237. That's for a sassy shroomish. So without any further ado, let's start, right? And why does Eontimer still... Okay, hang on. Why does Eontimer always turn silent when I start the stream? And before it didn't do anything incorrectly. Has been happening for... Oh wait, let me save again just to be absolutely sure, because I got savoritis. Not a real sickness, but yeah. Itis is always, that means an inflammation, in case you really want to know. There we go. So let's go for the shroomish. Alright, so let's go to Illumise. Illumise is our sweet center for tonight. This one, very nice, looks really great, especially in the luxury ball. And the shiny Relicanth is my Yawner, so it has Gena, which is Yawn. And my Altaria is my, how do you say it again, the English name for that attack? A False Swipe. That's it, my false swiper. I got that from a egg that you only get when you use Pokemon Box. So you get not an Altaria, but a Swablu egg, and the Swablu knows false swipe, which is pretty nice. Usually it doesn't learn that. Okay, so the first reset didn't really give me anything. Feel like I'm sick. Oh no. Temperature is 37.5. 90% of the brain is sleeping. And yeah, we have about 4 to 6 hours of electricity daily. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry for you. Oh, it's always the people that least deserve it, isn't it? So, if you really feel bad, get some rest. Drink a lot of water. I mean, I'm sure you know exactly what to do. But that's very unfortunate. I don't know if it's also like that in the Ukraine, but the weather has been kind of wild today. It was rainy, and then it was sunny again, and then it was rainy again. And right now I'm looking out the window and there's a rainbow. Pretty beautiful. But I do definitely feel that something's in the air. Okay, this is a Zigzagoon. Let's try again. Shroomish is a pretty nice shiny. It's red. Really, I mean the evolution is an even better shiny in my opinion, but I mean we are here to just get any shinies that I can get my hands on basically. Thank you, but we are strong. Well, that's good. Now you need to be strong in that day and age. But yeah, that is 37.5 is not fever though. That's Okay, let's see what I got now. Did I hit any good frame? No, that's a Wurmple. Hopefully this time I won't mess up. Lately I've been quite lacking in my opinion. Not getting as many shinies as I used to. Well, unless in the except for the Safari Zone where I get a lot. But it's the Safari Zone, you know, they tend to flee. And I keep asking myself, why am I doing this to myself? But I mean, there's a certain entertainment value in seeing shinies fail. Where there's crazy thunder, rainstorm, sometimes hail at night and crazy hot in the day. Oh, so it's a kind. Well, we don't have hail. We didn't have hail, but still, it was very windy and then rainy and then was sunny again. Always had to change between my my sunglasses and my normal glasses because oh, accidental shiny Wurmple. All right, I take it. Alright, so let's use Yawn on that and figure out which frame I hit. It's level 5, alright, and it's male. Let's do the gender thing. Oh, so they're all male? Which one did I get? I think this one. That would be, well, make the most sense, right? So let's hit update. And not reset because, of course not. This is a shiny after all. I don't care if it's the shiny that I wanted or not. Shinies are shinies. Right, so... Which ball should I use? I don't really have that many. Well, let's use a net ball. There we go. And I think this one will be a catch. Yeah. So alright, the first shiny 7 minutes, 8 minutes into the stream. Sure, why not? So let's save and hopefully this time I'm gonna get the Wurmple. Not the Wurmple, sorry. the Shroomish. Am I braining today or am I not braining today? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But already 8 minutes in and there's a shiny. Even if it's an accidental one. I'm always happy about any shiny. Solar power plants don't work well because the weather is cloudy and at the same time it's 32 plus outside. You have 32 degrees Celsius? Really? Whoa, that is like out of nowhere, I bet, right? Not just a gradual transition from, I don't know, 15 to 19 to 20 to 25 and then I bet it's from, I don't know, 20 to 32. That's really hot. Wow. Are you sure that maybe you're not, maybe you're feeling sick because of that sun weather change? I know I have that when I, not a shiny, no. So let's put this one back and try again. But I do have that when the weather suddenly changes, I start to feel ill or unwell. Sometimes I get a headache, especially when the atmospheric pressure changes abruptly. Don't enjoy this much heat with my temperature. And of course no air conditioning because there's no electricity and it overloads energy system. Oh yeah, that is just the cruel cherry on top, isn't it? Aw, I feel bad for you, Alex. Hopefully that will be better soon. Enjoying life as our ancestors did. Yeah, that's one way of seeing it. But then again, our ancestors, I mean, we are a species from Africa. And if it was too warm, we had underground caves where we could go to. And these usually were pretty good at keeping the heat out. No, I just told it to use dive, but how the heck can you dive in a forest? Ah, it's Pokemon. I don't think that merits an answer, does it? No, does it? I mean, we have animals here that have magical powers. No room for questions like that. Can't say there's one reason for... Maybe there are some reasons combined. Yeah, maybe. But, yeah, air conditioning and then the air being that warm. You can definitely feel the difference, but I have to say in most European countries that I went to, usually people don't have air conditioning in their homes, except if they're modern homes. But that is because usually Europe wasn't that warm enough to warrant getting a air conditioner installed inside. But that with climate change might not be a thing anymore, so I already told my parents to invest into in an air conditioning system because they're gonna need it. It's gonna be worse and worse and worse. Already, I don't know if you guys, any of my viewers, know what happened in Bavaria in southern Germany, but they had so many horrible floods, and yeah, well, I just don't understand how you can in the same breath you can just see, look at that, you see this going on around the world, more floods, tornado. I mean, we had another tornado in Luxembourg. Let me tell you, we never had tornadoes anywhere in Luxembourg. Because tornadoes just don't tend to form in Europe. We have too many mountains for that. But due to climate change, we now have tornadoes, which... I got another... Oh my god, the exact same Wurmple again. Okay. So this is identical to the other one. In every single way. It's the exact same frame that I've accidentally hit. Oh wait, not this one. Okay, where was I with the yeah, we have tornadoes now, which is not normal, definitely not normal. And especially with the frequency now. First there's a tornado in Luxembourg, that is very unusual, and then we have multiple tornadoes. Scary. The alert sirens nearby that screams loud when we have electricity woke me up for no reason at 3 AM today and about 7 PM during a small nap. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Well, we got the Wurmple. The second Wurmple. Yeah, I understand if you get, you know, just woken up from a nap, you just tend to be even, more tired than usual. Yeah, they're completely identical in every single way. So another Wurmple then. Is this the new Is this the Petalburg Woods version of Shiny Oddish? Let's see. Ah, the sound of sirens though, that's always scary, isn't it? In Luxembourg we do have a siren that goes off every first Monday of the month, but that is to test it in case something really dangerous happens. And you always forget about it until you hear it, and then you kind of flinch, and then you remember, oh yeah, we have that one. Purple Wurmples makes me feel happier. At least that. So Alex is happier because of the purple Wurmples. Purple Wurmple. Purple Wurmple. Purple Wurmple. Purple Wurmple. Purple Wurmple. Try saying that 3 times fast. I think we're gonna get another one, maybe. Let's see where this goes. And I get... Okay, that is not that. Let's start again. Oh, that did not register. Do it again. And that Relicanth is just so nice, isn't it? Looks like a, I always found Relicanth, especially the shiny, kind of looks like a map, doesn't it? Like the spots kind of look like, continents on an ocean. It even has a red dot, and it really looks like some kind of sea map where a pirate marked a location of his prized whatever. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who always thought that. Too bad that the menu sprites don't show that it's shiny, but then again, it was in early gen, so definitely better what we got in Generation 1. Yeah, okay, what is it this time? And for a second I thought, oh, another purple Wurmple, but no. Guys, don't text me while I'm streaming. I never get anything while not doing streaming, or, you know, they always call or text me while I'm driving or streaming. I do wonder why that happens. Oh well, that's like a first world problem. And no, I don't check my phone while driving. I really hate it when people do that. I actually had a classmate, and I mean, she's not watching this right now, but bless you, Stephanie. She... still feel so sorry for her. She lost her dad because some stupid driver was distracted with his phone. And well, you can make out the rest, right? I feel really bad for her. And every time I see... I mean, today I had to drive a lot from place to place, and I saw at least 10 people on their phones. And it just baffles me. I mean, can't you just use the Bluetooth thing to use it hands-free? At least if someone calls you, then you hear them through the car radio, right? I have statistics. 1,376 sirens in 823 days. Wait, did you count them, or did you get that from some kind of source? I mean, I don't blame you if you count it, because I also count some really weird things. The neurodivergent urge to document things. Okay, no. Come on, I just want a shroomish. There's multiple shinies that I can get here. So slot 5, I don't know what that is. Okay, so I could get a Zigzagoon, but we saw that a couple of times already. Wurmple I already gotten. Silcoon I can, oh, well, 75, no thanks. Cascoon, yes. Tailo, nope. And Slackoff, nah, that is way too much of a wait. No thank you. Hey there, the Fiery Chameleon, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Great to see you again. Hopefully you've been doing good. At least for me, I had a very good day today, you know. Sometimes you just wake up and you know it's your day. Even started out great with a pleasant dream. No, it's impossible to count. There's a website with all the data and alerts in real time. Ah, okay, I see. No, I don't want the bird. Birp. I just love saying birp. I don't know why. Even though it should be burb, but birp is just... I don't know, it's a fake word that I really love to use. So, tomorrow I'm going to attempt again to get the Voltorb. Hopefully that this time it will work out. And then on Friday it's gonna be... If I don't get the Voltorb, it's gonna be the Voltorb stream again. And if I do manage to get the Voltorb tomorrow, it's gonna be the Why Not one. That I get from an egg. So let's see where this goes. Don't seem to be too bad today. Doing too bad today. Already gotten 2 shinies. Hey there, Ahmed. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? How did the exam go? The English test? I bet it went well. So for those of you joining now, I got 2 accidental Wurmples. So, can't complain. Already starting out great this Wild Wednesday. Yeah, it's been a while for sure. Had an early sleep schedule. I see. Are you more of a... Are you a morning person? Are you an early bird? Or are you a night owl? Or are you anything in between? How do you call someone who's most productive during the afternoon? Because there doesn't seem to be any word for that specific kind of sleeping schedule. Easy? Yeah, I thought so. That's great. So now it's now you don't have to go to school for like until October, right? I think you told me. But again, with all the different countries have different dates when school starts. So now you have a lot of free time. So enjoy it. Right, what do I get now? A Wurmple. And after I've gotten the Wynot and the Kecleon, then what would be next? I guess I could go for the Reggies. Again, I did that in Ruby, but this time on my Sapphire cartridge I want to give myself a little bit of a challenge. And what the challenge is that I will try to get all the Reggies in one stream. See if I can do that. That would be fun. And Kyogre, don't forget about Kyogre. That is one I'm very excited about. But I'm just gonna use the Master Ball because, I mean, the color is perfect. I think the Master Ball is just perfect for the shiny Kyogre. They have a very similar color. Purple, like this accidental shiny. And another Wurmple, woo! Another purple Wurmple. You're right, Alex. It's fun to say purple Wurmple, purple Wurmple. And I get I just thought to myself, will I get poisoned now? And yes, of course. My sleep schedule rotates night owl, or you could say night Umbreon, and sometimes I'm a morning Umbreon. Oh, so you want that? So you're a person that oscillates between the two? That's pretty rare, but if it works out for you and it doesn't tire you out too much, then there's no problem with that, right? Right. So what do I even? Oh, let's just throw a Pokeball at this. That's the third one now. So anyone want a shiny Wurmple? It'd be interesting to see into what it evolves into, since I mean this is the PID 555C3791, and as some of you might know, Wurmple, the evolution is determined by the PID. So it will never, if it turns into a Silcoon, then it will never turn into a Cascoon. Okay, that looks pretty funny. 3 identical sprites, 3 identical names, 3 identical Pokemon, and even the status affliction is identical. Definitely a Wild Wednesday again, with the obligatory accidental shinies. I have to say though, the Wurmple is a nice shiny. All of them are, even the evolutions. I have to battle the Elite Four. My team is Torterra, Lucario, Garchomp, Scizor, Gyarados, Crobat, and Platinum. That's a pretty solid team. I think you're gonna win. But of course, it does depend on how, like, what level they are at. If you have only like level, I don't know, let's say level 30, that's not gonna be enough. But I doubt that your team is that low leveled. Okay, so there's 2 Shroomish frames. I could also go for this one. Let's see what else. Maybe... Oh no, that would be the last frame. Yes. So the odds of me getting an accidental one would be lower. All around 58, 53. Yeah, 48, 53. Sorry. Yeah, no problem then. Yeah, I think you're gonna have a good time then. That's my unpopular opinion. I don't think Cynthia is really that hard to beat in Platinum. Again! Another shiny Wurmple. Okay, this is getting somewhat ridiculous now. I think I'm still going to go with this frame then. Oh well. Let's wait first for... No, let's first do the calibration. And then I'm gonna hunt using the other frame. I'm stuck in that statistics. It says longest alert was 23 hours long, but I can't find which day it was because I don't remember it. 23 hours long. So if I understand that correctly, the alarm goes on for 23 hours? Is that what that means? Yeah, 4 shinies, Ahmed. Exactly, 4 shinies. That's what we got now. Right. But I'm constantly only a couple of frames away from the shiny Shroomish. Can you believe that? Well, not the first time that's happened. Especially in a Safari Zone. But here we go, 4th shiny. Oh, so many shiny Wurmples. Not even a half an hour into the stream, and already 4 shinies. Well, that is looking pretty good. I have had stream where not a single shiny appeared. Guys, anyone know Pokemon I should have over Crobat, since I feel they are better Pokemon? Crobat is a good Pokemon, but it depends what you're looking for. Are you looking for something more defensive? Are you looking for something that rounds up your team, or for a certain type? Like, what are you looking for as a teammate? First, a siren was screaming for hours here, but later they decide to make 2 different signals for on and off. Oh jeez. Imagine a siren going off for that long. I mean, while you're in a war, to be fair, that might be the least of your worries. Poor Relicanth is not toxic, but it's poisoned. Though I'm not sure how a rock can be poisoned, but then again, I'm also not sure how a fish is able to just dive into the grass. And these are the kind of questions that you don't get an answer to, because this is Pokemon and such questions are pretty much unnecessary, right? Overall, good Pokemon for the Elite Four or for Platinum. I don't know, I might get another Garchomp. That would be kind of, I don't know, why get another one? What was the team again? Garchomp, Scizor, Torterra, Gyarados. What about a fire Pokemon? To be fair, in Generation 4, and that is quite a problem, you don't really get that many fire types that are good or usable. You get the, if I'm not mistaken, what do you get? You get the fire starter and Rapidash line, and that's it. Which, what were they thinking? Where's the fire types? I'm not even a fire fan, at least it's not in my top 10. But still, that is a letdown for people that I know who love the fire type. So Generation 4 is definitely not the generation to go if you like fire types. But yeah, please tell me I'm not the only one who thinks that Cynthia isn't really that hard. If you have at least a decent Ice Beam user who's quick, and you're gonna... I mean, the Togekiss, okay, but the Garchomp is gonna go down pretty quickly. Yeah, but when it is screaming all night near your window and you don't care much about it, you want to sleep, it's not okay. On and off signals are much better. All the notifications in smartphone now. Yeah, definitely. I don't even know how you would be able to sleep through that, honestly. Do you have earplugs? Because I think those would even not be... I mean, would that even work? Even right next to your window. Oh, jeez, that has to be so bad. And it's a siren, you know. These are... I mean, they are built to be glaring. Even if rocket or drone flies right to my location, there's an app that sends notifications about it. Oh, nice. Very good. But it doesn't work well. Sometimes you don't have enough info. Or, oh, jeez. What a stupid world we live in. Rapidash is not bad, but it's only good for Aaron, first Elite Four member. But Ronald McDonald and Bertha and Lucian Fire won't help. No, that's true. Let's flood the forest. So you say Crobat is not strong. What else could you have? You don't have a water type. Maybe a water type. Water is usually also a good offensive type. Or in an ice type. What's the Weavile? Weavile is a cool ice type. Ice Dark. Or maybe Drapion. Oh yeah, you have Gyarados. True, true. What about Drapion or Drapion? However you pronounce that, I don't know. Dark Poison. Oh, that's a Shroomish, but it's not a shiny. I want the red one. When Strong Explosion hits nearly all the buildings shaking. Oh, jeez. Imagine going through that. Imagine feeling that. Oh, jeez. The stress you have to go through. Unimaginable. Earplugs is just like a piece of paper saving you from X radiation. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's not gonna do anything. Building is shaking. That sends shivers down my spine thinking about that. Yes, ice would be good, but where can I get that ghost and ice Pokemon type Pokemon? You first need to get a female Snorunt, which I think you get. What's the route again in Sinnoh? The ice blizzard route. You can get one there. Try to get a female one, and then you give it an evolutionary stone. I forgot which one, but then you'll have Frostlass, which is a very good Pokemon to use in Generation 4. I cloned my Snorunt, my square shiny modest Snorunt that I got on my Sapphire cartridge, which I also caught live. And I cloned it, I transferred it over to my Generation 4 game, and I evolved it. Now I also have a shiny Frostlass. And it's even modest, which is a good nature, so I'm definitely gonna use it. And yeah, Generation 4 RNG Manipulation, I will also do that when the time comes. I'm gonna need a capture card for the DS. I'll install one for my, I think it was the 3DS XL or the new 3DS XL. No, it was the 3DS XL. Where I'll install one, and then I'll be able to stream or record DS and 3DS games. So that would include quite a lot of Pokemon games. I'm aware that Generation 5 also has RNG manipulation, but that one I have to get back into. That has been a long while since I looked that up. And for starting with Generation 6, I don't know anything about RNG manipulation in these generations. We live in an apartment in an old building made from concrete panels. Cracks appeared on the floor in these panels. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Probably as thick as a finger due to vibrations. Explosion. Piece of plastic just fell out. Oh, that's scary. Oh, jeez. That is really scary, I mean. Hi, help me. Welcome to the stream. Very interesting name there. But yeah, everyone's welcome here. Won't buy an apartment in the house that was built before war if I decide to buy an apartment in Ukraine anytime. Oh, so they're not, yeah, because of, I mean, I'm very sure you have your reasons. I want to buy something in Luxembourg, but there's no way I'm gonna pay or get into debt like 1 million euros for a small apartment. Forget about it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm horrified at all the mods. Yeah, those are the ones that have sticked around. They sticked around since pretty much the beginning. No, that is not one. Right, so I might as well show you what I've got in this stream. So 4 identical. This one, a couple of accidental Wurmples, shiny Wurmples. And right now I'm looking for a Shroomish. I think Cynthia's team is very strong because Cynthia's Garchomp, but overall Cynthia's team isn't very hard at all. The other Pokemon are easy to deal with. I don't know, I never had any trouble with her. I don't understand why everyone keeps saying she's so hard to beat. But then again, I had so many Pokemon that had Ice Beam as one of their move slots, so maybe it's because of that. Because that pretty much one-shots Garchomp, and also does a lot of damage to her Togekiss. And her Roserade also. And then again, I also had a lot of Psychic types, so of course the Roserade was easy to deal with. Okay, let's see if this is the correct input. No. So I'm gonna hunt for the Shroomish, like, let's say 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna change and go somewhere else. Because there's a long list of things that I really want to see. Also, we didn't get the Cacnea last time, so that would also be worth trying to get again. Oh my god, you can buy 20 apartments in Ukraine for that price, even 30 to 40 smaller studios, and rent them out. Yeah, that's just crazy, these prices in Luxembourg, right? Really unfortunate. My husband and I, we are really being priced out of home ownership. And then we're looking to maybe rent a place, but that again, that is just also very expensive. Even more in smaller cities. I have a feeling that there's certain Ukrainians that might have... What just happened? Did you just see that? The game just crashed. Did that just happen on stream? The game just crashed. Huh? Okay. Sure, I'll just reset my GameCube. Okay, this is the second time this has happened to me. First time this has happened was when I was playing Emerald. No idea why that happened. I've been playing these games for decades at this point, and just this year this has happened twice to me. Very strange. Oh well. Thankfully it didn't freeze while I got a shiny, at least there's that. I am not Russian, or maybe you are referring to Alex, but he is not Russian either. I am from Luxembourg, and I'm also a Luxembourgish person. Game is tired, let it rest. Well, that's not good. We're gonna stream now. It did it again. What's wrong? Why is this happening? Jeez. Okay, wait. Let me... think it might be connection issue. Take this out. And then put it back in. And as you can clearly see, I'm not playing on an emulator. I am playing on real hardware. Do you know what is dumb about the Pokemon anime? Is that Ash's Pokemon can get beat up and stay standing, but if Ash's Pokemon attack, they somehow one-shoot you? Yeah, it's very inconsistent. Like, in one episode you see Pikachu beating the crap out of the legendary, and then later it loses to a level 5, I don't know, anything. It's weird. That's the first time hearing that country in my life. Yeah, it's not well known, but Luxembourg is a very small country in Europe. Right in between France, Germany and Belgium. Really small. It's one of the smallest countries. But we are our own independent nation. We are not, like some people think, a part of Belgium or France or Germany. No, we are our own nation. No, I don't want that. Hopefully it's not gonna crash again. That is so strange though. I wonder why it crashed. And I do wonder why, like, I've been playing these games since they came out, and they never ever crashed like this. And I've played them, I mean, for hours and hours and hours, and it never happened. And then this year, my Emerald, it crashed just like this, where the screen just turned a little bit darker, and then it just was stuck on that screen. And, well, that was not on stream, but that was offline while I was EV training my Snorunt. That was very annoying. I had to do that all over again. That was really annoying. And now this on stream. Hopefully that won't be too much. Hopefully it won't happen again. You only know one country? Come on, you know a couple of countries at least. I don't know where you're from, help me. You don't need to disclose that here if you don't want that. That is completely fine. But I'm very sure that you know at least 2 countries. There's a lot of them. Luxembourg has the largest GDP in the world. Oh my god, I'm afraid of you. Yeah, see, it's also going around in shorts, like YouTube Shorts now, among other sites, where people just come to Luxembourg, or they just think, oh yeah, we're all rich. Like, no, you know, the GDP is actually not such a good measure, or not a good metric to measure how rich the people are, because what they do is basically our land and our real estate is completely overvalued, and then they say, oh, everyone's a multi-millionaire, but no. We do have a lot of rich people, yes, but that doesn't mean that everyone is. And especially with the housing prices being as super high as they are right now, a lot of middle class are forced to emigrate to other countries. Like, we have tons of Luxembourgers who flee to Germany or Belgium or France because at least there they can pay the rent. And also on Facebook that was 3 days ago, it was just in a group, and someone, you know, made these posts, hey, post from or comment from which country are you, and I posted Luxembourg, and then I get an influx of personal messages. Hey, are you rich? Like, no, I'm not rich, unfortunately, no. Just because I'm from Luxembourg doesn't mean I'm rich, so don't believe these shorts that say that everyone's a millionaire in Luxembourg. That's not true. Pokemon Journey's Pikachu got hit by Steven. Mega Metagross so much then Pikachu hit Metagross with one electric move and bang, Mega Metagross got knocked out. Well, I mean, that is technically possible, right? But I get it, it's very sus. The anime is just super inconsistent in that regard. I only knew South Africa. Oh, so are you from South Africa? I'm pretty sure you know Germany or the US. USA is a country. Canada is a country. I mean, how many independent countries are there now? 159 or something? I could be wrong on that, but I do remember some figure, like 100 something. You say that the average temperature in hospital 36 is not okay? Yeah, 36 would be pretty cold. Oh, you're from South Africa, alright. Never went there. I know some people who are from South Africa. I've rubbed the rest of the countries from my brain. Kind of understandable. Oh, come on, I want that shroomish. You know, I just noticed that I look like Tom Riddle from Harry Potter. Oh, please don't act like him, though. You don't want to be a Tom Riddle. You want to look like him? Okay, sure. Because he was supposed to be very handsome. But, be like him? Yeah, no. I always find it funny when you ask Americans and they say, oh, Africa is a country. No, Africa is not a country. It's a continent. Don't come here. You're not the only one who says that. I mean, you had your history with whites, as always, having to destroy everything and ruin everything. The apartheid thing. Absolutely terrible. But it's not looking like I'll be able to go there anytime soon. And also I hate flying. And Eontimer is now not wanting to give me the visual cues. Okay. But why should I not come to South Africa? Because if you now say the crime rate, well, there are countries where the crime rate is even worse. Not that that's saying a lot, that's true. So do you speak Afrikaans? I'm gonna sign for the role from Tom Riddle in future Harry Potter remake. I don't know if they're ever gonna do a remake. I mean, maybe they will. Be interesting to see it animated. I think with animation you can do even more things than with live action. Right, let me close Eontimer and try that again. I thought for a second I'm gonna have a rumble again, but no. We barely have any power. Well, that's not the only country. You mean electric power, right? I assume so. Flying as in taking... I mean, I can't walk to South Africa, right? I had to fly there. Or maybe take a boat. But I don't have the money for that. And I just hate flying. I hate taking a plane. I'm, as you say, an anxious flyer. Even though it is pretty irrational, because flying is safer than driving a car, but it's just I don't know. I don't like the idea of being trapped in a metal thing in the sky, and if something goes horribly wrong, then well, I don't want to think about it. Especially with the latest Boeing scandals going on. Now I even want to have even less reason to fly. Yeah, I would take the boat, definitely. funny because I don't know how you guys are, but I am unable to read a book or look at a screen or play a video game while I'm in a car, because that gives me motion sickness and I get very nauseous. But for some reason when I'm on a boat that doesn't happen. I have absolutely no idea why, and it just doesn't make any sense, but that's what it is. I think you can walk to South Africa. There should be a road. I know technically you can. What's it called again? Jacob's route or something like that. I know someone who did a super long walk that just takes like a month or even more, where you can walk to South Africa. Yeah, it is possible, but I don't know if I want to do that, especially not as just as a woman, like single like that. I mean, not single, I'm married, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I would need to bring a lot of sunscreen because I'm very, very white. Not built for that, for the African sun, that's for sure. But one day I wanna visit. It's one of the African countries that I really want to see. Can also try to walk on water. Unfortunately I am not Jesus, so I don't know. I don't have Jesus powers. Strong swim. I'm a horrible swimmer. I can keep my head over water. That I can do, but I'm not a good swimmer. Definitely not. It was always, when we had swimming classes in school, I was always the worst. Didn't learn how to swim until I turned 10. So there's that as well. I was a late bloomer and just never really took off. And I don't like swimming either way. And especially in the ocean with these currents that you have. I mean, I know professional swimmers who told me that there's currents in the ocean that even they would not be able to swim against. And they are professional swimmers, so if they can't do it, well, then I'm gonna be shark food. That's what I'm gonna be. Hi Jesus, welcome to the stream. We were just talking about your water walking ability. Can you bless me? Such a nice guy. You talk about him and then he comes and joins your stream from heaven. Nope, that is not a shiny. What a funny coincidence. It's a bad thing that you're here? How come? Or is the rapture happening now? Does it have to happen while I'm streaming? Pretty cool that some people watch my stream from heaven. That's... I mean, if you're son of God, you can do anything. You should come back. There's some tables that you need to throw over. There's a lot of bad things happening down here on Earth. Walking on water, you can never swim. Do you really need to swim if you can walk on water? And Jesus doesn't do RNG manipulation. He just turns on the game and the Pokemon become shiny if he wants them to be. I sad. Yep, there's internet in heaven. And knowing heaven, it's probably the best connection that you're ever gonna get. always having perfect perfect internet connection, and in hell it's the opposite. Or maybe in hell you're only allowed to use the worst website, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it depends on the level of hell, but no, he's not back. I think that guy has to be in hell right now, but we unfortunately have some people who are very close to him and trying to beat his record of being an evil person. Nope, no Shroomish. Well, let's look for something else then. There's so much to consider. Let's maybe go for Cacnea. That would be on route 111. Cacnea. There we go. This is the frame. Who? I mean, there's an orange guy in the US who, if he wins, I don't know, he might do it. Then there's Putin, who is also doing really, I mean, basically also just genocide in general. And then Netanyahu in Israel, who is also genociding people. So yeah, unfortunately there's multiple people trying to get that a special place in hell, let's say. Would be nice if you came back and just told them to stop. Or just dragged him to hell or something, I don't know. Anything. You're God, you know what you're gonna do. Yes, of course, he has an Arceus. Yeah, bring Godzilla. That would be amazing. Oh, that would be so cool, imagine. Imagine Jesus just coming down and then sending Godzilla. That would be, I mean, I'm an atheist now, but that would turn me into the most believing Christian ever. But, you know, God works in mysterious ways, doesn't he? Did you ever send out Godzilla before? Not sure if I read that in the Bible. Pretty sure that I didn't. But that would be cool, definitely. That would be amazing. And Alex gave you exact coordinates, so yeah. Didn't listen to you? Yeah. Definitely not following in your ways of loving thy neighbor and doing good. Did quite the opposite, didn't he? All while using your name in vain. That's not what I want. Let's try again. Yeah, he's at the lowest level of hell, right? Has to be probably in Satan's mouth, right? To if you say that Dante's Inferno is canon, then he's gonna probably being chewed up like from Satan chewing him for all eternity, just like he does with Judas, the guy who sold you off for a bit of money. Remember when that happened about 2,000 years ago? What a jerk, right? Imagine selling out God's son for a couple of silver coins. Can you believe it? I've deployed before World War One. Didn't you? Well, you did the Harrowing of Hell, and that was way before World War One. That was a couple of thousand years ago. But yeah, you should definitely come back, just to mess with some politicians. There's a lot of misery still going on here on this planet. And please don't tell your dad to flood it all, because that didn't work the first time. Can Godzilla kill Benjamin Netanyahu by pissing on him till he has no air to breathe? What? Very creative way to off someone. And I can't believe I read that sentence, but that would be pretty funny though, yeah. That's a Sandshrew, but I'm not looking for that. Not only him, there's a lot of people that need some good being taken care of, I guess. It's full of sins, Jesus. It's really too late for you guys. Wait, what do you mean? Is Earth abandoned? Is that what you mean? Or are we just destined for hell? Because if I am, what did I do? I didn't really do anything in my life. I don't sin. I don't steal, I don't covet my neighbor's wife, I don't dishonor my parents. I certainly never killed anyone. And yeah, all the other commandments. That's a Cacnea, but not the shiny one. The shiny one's really nice. It's going to be another flood, and unfortunately we can't stop you. Oh, so that is what the climate change thing is about. Alright. So, guys, we need to learn how to swim. Oh, no. That is really bad if you can't really... If you're not a good swimmer, just like I am. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're gonna drown, Ahmed. Can there be some guy again who builds a huge boat and saves some people? Like Noah did. So be ready for the flood then, I guess. God really has some weird ideas, I have to say. For someone who's omniscient. Plan B then is going to the moon. What if he floods the moon as well? Then NASA would be happy because we'd have water on the moon. Elon Musk is building a rocket. Elon Musk is one of the people that should definitely go downstairs, if you understand what I mean. Still need to wait for another 100 years to see what's going to happen. Ah, okay, so I'm not gonna witness that, so I don't need to invest in swimming lessons. Well, at least, thank you for the heads up, Jesus. I appreciate it. Plan C is to build an underground shelter, but that would also be flooded. So I'm not sure that would help at all. Because rock, or at least sediment ground, is porous, and that would definitely leak through, I would say. Unless they're gonna find water on Mars, and Ellen goes there. Yeah, can we give him a one-way ticket to Mars? Then Mars has to deal with him. That would be nice. Because the world does need another reset. Can't he just hit the reset button like I just did when my game froze? Isn't that a bit more convenient? I do agree though it needs a new another reset because things are just going wrong, definitely. And a lot of your followers, they claim that they're following your teachings, but nah, they're very hateful. They don't love their neighbors. They just hate everyone. And they use that as a front to appear nice, but their actions tell a different story. So I do understand why you want to reset. But can you do a save state at least? Somewhere, a good save state? There's no type immune to water, no way to save. Yeah, definitely. Plan D is to absorb the water like always to every day till it turns into a big monster. Interesting plan, but how would you? That is a lot of water. Like in the Bible, it said it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Non-stop. You could calculate how much water that would be, but it would definitely be a lot of water. Just God sends his Kyogre out and then the flood begins. See, if Jesus says it takes time, then it does take time. But yeah, definitely messed up with that Earth thing. Or maybe not the Earth, but humans. I don't know. Not the best idea, I guess. He did a lot of stupid things. So rather than turn it into... Well, you're gonna drink so much. I don't know if you can drink that much water, Amit. Rip Amit's kidneys. They're not gonna die in vain, I guess. Okay, let's see what I got now. Ah, there we go! Shiny Cacnea, look how nice it looks. I really like this shiny, it's just a nice shiny, there's nothing else to say. Wow, this Wild Wednesday is going really good so far, I have to say. And even Jesus came down to watch my stream. What more can you possibly want? Okay, can you stop with the attack, please? No? Does it have to hit 5 times? Yeah? Okay, sure. That's a really nice shiny. So let's weaken it and catch it. Oh, you seeded me. That's not so good. So let's go for Trapinch next. Here, I can go for one. Let's go for this one. Alright, let's use False Swipe. It's gonna get at least a bit of HP back since it leech seeded me. Nah, really nice shiny. Also the evolution is a nice shiny as well. Right, so let's try to catch it. I mean, this is gonna be pretty easy, I think. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3. And we got the shiny Cacnea. Wonderful. And it's the first Cacnea that I caught on this game. So this is the normal one. this is the shiny. Very good. Right, let's immediately save. Everybody needs a reset, so we are flooding the whole Earth because there are way too many people going downstairs. Well, sorry to say, but maybe your dad should have programmed this universe a bit better. I don't know. Just a suggestion from a sinful human, I guess. Not a half-god like you. But yeah, there's too many people going downstairs, definitely. Jesus had plans to visit Voltorb Hunt, but missed a little. Yeah, you should definitely bless me with the Voltorb Hunt. That would be really nice. Right. So now it's the Trapinch. I fear to warn you. You come to my stream to warn. Maybe go also appear somewhere else, because there's not that many people watching my stream right now. So maybe you warned at most 5-6 people. But maybe you've entered every single chat on the internet now. That would be pretty... yeah, I guess that would be efficient. So Jesus, what do you use? Do you use Windows or Apple or Linux? Which one is God's son's favorite operating system? I need to know. Or maybe they have their own, even a better operating system in heaven. That would be amazing. I would assume. Probably got perfect, always perfect internet connection. The computer never glitches, never crashes. Got all the games that you could possibly want, even the best versions of that ever. What the hell is a window? Yeah, it's been a while since you've come back to Earth, right? So there's this thing, there's a computer, which is basically, we tricked sand to compute for us. On an accidental second shiny Cacnea, alright? Alright, I can go with that, sure. Yeah, I hit that frame accidentally. Did that happen? That happens a lot on Wednesday. But yeah, we made some really special inventions in the 2000 years that you have been gone from planet Earth. And there's 3 operating systems, so 3 systems on these computers, as we call them. One is Windows, the other one is how dare you sand attack me. The other one is called Apple, and no, it's not the apple that Eve has bitten into. And the third one is Linux. So apparently in heaven they don't have that, huh? But I do wonder how you're watching the stream then, but then again, you're the son of God. You can do anything, right? Can I ask you something? Of course, Jesus Christ. Which Pokeball? I don't know, let's try a normal one. And then hit update, because I hit another frame. Alright, second Cacnea card, even though I'm looking for a Trapinch right now, but here we go. So let's try again, save, and then try again. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trapinch is a nice shiny. every single Pokemon from that evolutionary line is a nice shiny. Well, if we fly Earth, will you stay in the air? How? I can't fly. I always wanted to be able to fly, like so many humans that came before me, but except if you let me hover in the air and with your god powers, no idea how I'm gonna do this. Or maybe you mean I have to stay in an airplane? I guess I could do that if you give me the date of the flooding. I could maybe try and schedule an appointment. How kind of Jesus Christ to let me know in advance. I guess my streams are part of that salvation plan. That has to mean something, right? Ah, there we go, shiny Trapinch, finally. Ah, such a nice shiny, isn't it? The teal. Just mwah. We do not want send another asteroid. Nah. We all know what happened to the dinosaurs, right? Rip dinosaurs. Right. I don't think it... no, it doesn't have any... Oh, right. I can't switch because... Right, I can't switch because it has Arena Trap. I forgot. Well, let's just chug a diving ball in, and then if that doesn't work, a netball. Right, what else do we have? Baltoy, can I get one? Nah, unfortunately not. So I'm looking for something else. Trapinch, I've forgotten. What about a Duskull? I think that would be interesting. Well, let's just chuck a couple of... That would be... what's it called again? Mount Pyre Exterior, exactly. Oh, Meditite. Alright! It got caught. Wonderful. And while we go... well, first we save. I'm here because you have not done a sin. Wonderful. See? That's how you should live, kids. I'm happy you appreciate it, Jesus. And I'm looking forward to being one of the only atheists in heaven. Or at least if I have to believe what has been told in Family Guy, there are atheists in heaven, but if you say you're not religious but spiritual, you go straight to hell. Remember that episode? Or that bit, one of the few funny bits of Family Guy. At least the earlier, they were funny, the earlier episodes, but after that, I don't know, kind of fell flat on its face. You hate your life? Oh, Fiery Chameleon, what's wrong? So many shinies. Right, let's go for the Meditite. But first, I think I need to buy a couple of Pokeballs. Does this one sell them? I forget. Let's just check it out. Oh, just go like this. I don't have that much money on this save file. Oh no, barely anything. No, not really. Well, should be good. I think I really need to battle some trainers on this save file to get some money. Can I ask you another question? Sure, Jesus Christ, go ahead. But, Fiery Chameleon, you can't just drop I hate my life and then not elaborate. Is something happening? Are you okay? No, what's annoying me now? Of course. It's always you, isn't it? Gonna use this Relicanth as well to get to the Regis because you're gonna need it. Oh, what am I doing? I have to go to Mount Pyro. Why are there so many gay people? I don't know, Jesus, you tell me. Why does your God, your dad make it a sin to be gay, but then he creates so many gay people? I think you should ask your dad about that. But if you really are the pure and loving God, yeah, you say you are, then I think you would not have anything against gay people. Hey there, William 5 million. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Or welcome back. I've gotten quite a bit of shinies already, so it's going pretty good. Can't complain. Alright, I saved. Let's do it again, just to be absolutely sure. I have to rewatch Family Guy in years, mainly because it became pointless, yeah. Don't even rewatch the earlier seasons anymore, same with The Simpsons. Yeah, same. I always liked The Simpsons more. I thought the writing was much more intelligent, let's say. But out of all these shows, Futurama is what I like most. I like Futurama more than Simpsons. They're breaking evolution, that's why I was thinking of a reset. Just because of that, and not because of, I don't know, genocide going on, racism, a few billionaires hoarding all the world's wealth while there's so many billions of people in poverty, not even being able to have a warm meal once a day. I don't know, gay people haven't tried to kill me, or they never took my money away or anything like that, so... And I know back in your day, Jesus Christ, it was different. But now we have almost 8 billion people on this planet, which I think it's too much. I don't know. Gay people aren't giving us accidental babies that are not wanted. I mean, has to be pretty bad. Solve all problems at once. Yeah, I think I just go back to a safe state where there were no humans whatsoever, and then all the problems are going to be solved. Pretty dark though, but... Or maybe make a new universe with with blackjack and hookers, just like in Futurama. Find Futurama and King of the Hill to be more worthwhile. I never watched King of the Hill. I only know it from through cultural osmosis from memes, and that's it. But Futurama I really like. It's really funny. And very clever as well. You definitely see that very intelligent people wrote the show. Especially with the head swapping episode. They not accidentally, but they actually had to prove, like they did the math theorem on how many bodies would you need to swap every single consciousness to the body it belonged to? And they even published a paper on that. Yeah, it's just fantastic if you ask me. And I also remember, just like Futurama is filled with jokes, really clever, like genius bonus jokes. Like, for example, I remember one episode, which one was it again? Where there was a graffiti and it was a, not a function, but it was... Basically, it was a plot, calculation for plot, an equation, and if you put that equation into a, I don't know, something like Wolfram Alpha, it gives you the anarchy symbol. That was just, oh, that was so good. I laughed so hard. I love that. It's wonderful. Really clever. Love genius bonus. Futurama is fantastic, definitely. I love clever jokes like that. No, I want a Meditite. Oh Jesus, did you also do the reset for aliens, or are aliens without sin and it's just the humans messing everything up? Which, if that is the case, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Definitely not. But yeah, see kiddos, if you never sin, and if you never break the 10 commandments just like I have, then you're gonna have Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior himself in your stream. Not just RN Jesus, but the Jesus Christ. Aliens coexist with nature. I knew it, aliens were better than us. I had to, of course, become a stupid human. But oh well. Could have become something worse, I guess. Some bug being crushed immediately after coming into existence. At least bugs, they don't have to pay rent, I do. Maybe I have to give King of the Hill a watch. Is it on Netflix? I'm a Netflix parasite, so if it is, then I can give it a go. They were here before you? All of the aliens? I mean, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of aliens in the universe since your dad made a very big universe. And I'm pretty sure we're not the first ones, but also not the last ones. Ah, there we go, shiny Meditite, nice. Looks like it's got a sunburn, doesn't it? Poor thing, onion head. That was pretty fast. And you got hidden power, and it's ice. Yeah. So Meditite is there. Right, so we can... What else can we go for? Shuppet I already have way too many times. Don't need another one. Maybe for Vulpix. Yeah, why not? Right. Let's use a normal Pokeball that also fits with the color scheme. But after that, I really need to get some money in game so that I can buy some new Pokeballs. And Meditite got caught. Wonderful. Really like where this is going. So many shinies already. What a good Wild Wednesday. Right, so Vulpix would be in this frame. Let's try for another Vulpix. It's just we don't want to give back control of Zeus. Yeah, definitely not. I understand that, Jesus, because Zeus, jeez, he just cannot keep his, you know, to himself. How many times has he cheated on his wife, Hera? I don't even want to know. And he has some weird fetishes as well. Why does he have to turn into an animal to cheat? It's just weird. What's wrong with Zeus? What a weird god. What a prolific cheater. And even when he cheats, he does it in a very strange way. Like, he incorporates zoophilia, which is, I mean, can you possibly be more wrong than that? Don't answer that, of course you can, but I don't want to think about that. That's too sinful. And I have to be good. Jesus Christ is watching me. But yeah, I understand not giving control back to Zeus. Definitely not a good idea. But then again, I mean, all the Greek or Roman gods, they're all jerks, basically, if you really look closely. They all cheat, or not all of them, but a lot of them cheat. They just punish some poor humans with no good reason. The thing is, you guys can survive the flood. There's another Earth in Earth. Wait, is this like some kind of hypersphere going on where there's an Earth in an Earth? Earthception, I guess. Does the inner Earth at least have some fair housing prices? That would be nice. I'd definitely dig that. But how does one Earth fit into another Earth? Or is that just some god shenanigans that my feeble human mind just cannot comprehend? And is beyond science. I assume it is. The exterior summit, does that have Duskull? Okay, I have to go to these summits to get Duskull. Or maybe the Mount Pyre first floor. Does that? No, that's just shop it. So okay, let's keep it at the exterior for now. Alright, 3 seconds. 2, 3. Earth is more different than you think. Well, if you say so. That's another Shuppet. Vulpix I already gotten on another Wild Wednesday, but then again, it is a nice shiny, and why not? Why not get another one? Seeing as things go right now, they're pretty good. Maybe I can get the Duskull this time. And after the Duskull, I'm gonna try and get the maybe the Shroomish. Try again. And this time, hopefully, I'll get it. But there are other things that I could get as well. Aaron, for example, that would be interesting. That's also a very nice shiny. Why do you guys like fighting? I have absolutely no idea. I ask myself this question every day. We like war way too much as a species. It's not bringing us anywhere. Let me take a look at that Meditite again. Haha, that's a really nice shiny. Not all shinies are nice. Some are just really disappointing. Like Seal, for example. I just barely can make out the difference. I just don't like shinies that barely change. I mean, you get a shiny for bragging rights, right? Because if this continues, we can leave you to Zeus. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh man. Is this some kind of like class punishment? Just because others people can't pull themselves together, everyone gets punished? Oh boy. Oh no, that's not fun. We're crazy, yeah, definitely what Alex says. We're not right in the mind. Absolutely not. Your daddy messed up there. Humans weren't a good idea. Was right downhill from Adam and Eve. Already downhill. Not a good idea. Five seconds. Hopefully this time I'll get the Vulpix. I'm already in hell, surprise me. Oh, yeah. Dark humor. Okay, what do I get now? Nah, that's not what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't know if you can really surprise Alex with anything anymore now. But don't take that as a challenge, please. Don't let the man suffer more than he already has. You need to be careful, Alex. If you say things like, it can be get more stupid than this, there's always someone who will prove you wrong. And my advice, if you want to go there, don't be on the first floor. First floor? Not sure if I can follow. Oh wait, I can get a square modest one. Or do I already got that one? I forgot. I have so many shinies right now. I have hundreds of shinies. I completely forget which ones I have and which ones I don't have. Oh, I mean, we could go for both. That would be okay. Since I'm not gonna do the square hunt tomorrow. Usually on Thursdays I did the square hunts. But, well, the Voltorb just doesn't want to show up, so that will come first. So let's see what I could do both, yeah. Let's just go for both. If I get a second one and I accidentally... I think I've gotten a Vulpix like that. But I forgot. Oh, I have so many shinies. You wouldn't believe. I even forget which ones I already have because... you can't really remember them all. It's just way too many shinies. Not too many, yeah. Not enough. Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't be greedy. That is a sin. What do I get now? Not a shiny, that's what? I'm off, see ya. Alright, William, 5 million. Thank you so much for being part of the stream, and see you next time. House like a really big building, and the more sins you have done, the more bad your punishment. Ah, okay, so you mean floor as in house. Hell, Don't believe in magic of words. If I say something bad and this happens, I'm 1000% sure it's not because I told that. Yeah, I don't believe in that either, but I jokingly said that. I always say that when people say, can't get more stupid than this, and I say, are you sure? There's steady competition to on this planet on things getting even dumber than you thought were possible. So, unfortunately, that's a thing. Right, 3 seconds. Please, shiny. Vulpix. No, that's not a Vulpix and it's not a shiny either, so not interested. Funny thing, if I could even breed the 2 shinies because one is female, the other one is male. Is somebody still pushing a boulder? Oh yeah. That poor guy. Still pushing a boulder. Just to almost reach the top and then the boulder having to roll down again. Sisyphus, what was his name? I forgot what he did to merit that punishment. He was not the one that brought fire to humans, that was Prometheus. And he had a different kind of punishment. And then there's the one other guy who fed the remains of his son, I think, to the gods, and then they punished him by... He's basically stuck under a tree with wonderful looking fruit, and he's also perpetually hungry and thirsty. And if he tries to reach for the fruit, they just go just out of reach so that he can't get them. And if he wants to drink, well, there's water below him, but if he tries to get a sip of the water, it just goes back for eternity. Imagine. Although I forgot what he did to get that punishment. See, don't mess with gods. You're gonna get perpetual punishments. Definitely a fate worse than death, and not. I don't recommend that. First 100 days of Can things get more stupid than this, and humanity cannot surprise me anymore. Yeah, definitely. Guess who was in charge? Satan? It was Prometheus who brought humans fire, and his punishment was being chained to a cliff, and every single day a eagle would come eat his liver, and then he would vanish and the liver would grow back, and then the next day the same thing happened. But if I remember correctly, wasn't it Hercules who freed him again? If my mythology lore is accurate. I do remember something like that. Yeah, Zeus. Zeus. You don't trust Zeus, definitely not. I mean, he can't even stay loyal to his girl. And even if he does it, he has to be very freaky about it. Like turning into an animal. Once he turned into Swan. Another time he turned into... What was it again? A bull? Among other things. Zeus just did very strange things. Not a god I can get behind. Definitely not. The Greeks, also the ancient Greeks, they were so... they hated women so much that they turned gay. Imagine hating women so much that you all turn gay. That is just... I don't know what to comment on that. And stop trying to kill each other. I'm not doing that. I'm a good girl. I'm not doing that. Definitely not. But do you think they'd listen to me? I don't know what their deal is. I don't care if you're Palestinian or if you're Muslim or Christian or if you wear sandals with socks. I don't care. Even if that is an abomination, but I don't kill anyone. I never have and I never will. It's not me, Jesus. I didn't do it. I point at some other people. Just like with when you come into a room full of kids and then you know something has happened and then you say, who was it? It wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me. Alright, hopefully this is going to be the Vulpix. Let's see. And no, of course not. 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh yeah, I definitely agree. We should stop doing that. It's just really stupid. Just not, I mean... Oh, while you're here, can you tell your dad that the universe desperately needs a update? I mean, it's been like 13.7 billion years. Don't you think that we need some kind of fixes? So that would be my complaint. Ah, Still no Vulpix. Because there's too many problems, and if we don't deal with those problems, Zeus will. Oh boy. He'll just make more problems. I don't want a Zeus. He's not my god. Hashtag not my god. Oh boy, there's a mosquito in the room. Great. How come you saved that animal from the flood? I mean, out of any animal, why a mosquito? It's like one of the worst you could possibly save. What should be your patch note for the universe? Oh boy, where do I even begin? Where do I even begin? I mean, not like in physics. I guess that's... Can you really complain about something that you haven't 100% figured out yet? I don't think so, but more like just how unfair it is, how much suffering there is that is unnecessary. That would be nice to fix that. And just that the administrator would say, hey, I actually exist, I'm here, now stop fighting. That would be cool as well. Because if they don't exist, there would be a lot more people on Earth. True. But they're pretty proficient that, I mean, how many people die of malaria every year? It's in the tens of millions, right? Still one of the worst diseases known to mankind. Maybe not bug fixes, but more quality of life fixes. Oh, that's a Vulpix, but not a shiny one. Can you go somewhere else, mosquito? Jeez, why? My husband always says I'm an animal magnet, but that unfortunately also includes bugs that they just like to land on me. No, go somewhere else. If these spiders in my apartment would finally be useful, that would be great as well. Right, what do I get now? I get a Shuppet, okay. How many shinies have I gotten until now? I forgot to count. But it's going pretty well, so I really can't complain. No, go somewhere else, mosquito. Why do vegan people keep on telling lies? What lies are they telling? That they're not vegan? Or that they say they lie about being vegan but they're not? I don't know. What lies would that be? Let's see what I get now. So, what is it, game? Nah, that's not interesting. Stop talking, go fix this humanity. I think we have to fix that ourselves, unfortunately. Or else he's gonna hit the reset button again. And I think that whole spiel will just... Is it a time loop thing? I don't know. We don't seem to learn from history at all. That killing animals is bad? Well, I do understand what you mean when you say animals kill animals not because they're evil, but because they need sustenance and they just happen to evolve in that way that they're a what scientists call a heterotroph. So they eat cells from other beings. And in this case they like meat, and meat is found on animals, so you have to kill them without necessarily being evil, that's true. But well, that's close enough, but I want a shiny one. But I mean, I am not a vegan by any means. I eat way too much tuna for that. But to be fair, the way we are killing animals right now, I think, I mean, I do eat meat, but I don't want my meat that I eat to have lived a horrible life. At least we could give it a life that is comfortable and nice. If they're gonna get slaughtered anyway, then at least give them a good life. I don't wanna, like, I don't even buy the eggs that come from batteries because I think that's animal abuse. And I'm absolutely ready to buy or pay more for good quality meat. By good quality meat, I mean the meat not, or like the animal not having to suffer too much. Alright, let's do that. Let's go. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to the Mount Pyre summit and try for a Duskull for some just some variations in that whole thing. Oh no, it's here. There we go. I think the summit starts if you see the yeah, the fog. Well, let's just stay here just to be absolutely sure. This looks like the summit to me. Alright, let's save here and try for a Duskull. Should be doable. Probably get a Shuppet accidentally. Can I even get a Kameko? Oh, no. Forget about that. Right, let's go for the Duskull because it is in these thumbnail after all. Why not make animals that produce meat without dying? Or a meat tree. I mean, we're working on that technically. There's lab-grown meat that is being worked on for a couple of decades, and they seem to have reached a point where we can have full burger patties that are lab-grown. And that would be amazing, you know, having that technology. Imagine being able to eat meat without an animal having to die. That would be wonderful. If that was possible and cheap, or at least an option that I could afford, I would definitely pick that. So then I would definitely ask, how was the meat produced? And I think I would only eat lab-produced meat then, because then no suffering, no problem. Humanity's ready dealing with itself. I'm not sure about that, Jesus. I don't know. It kinda mess up a lot of things. Oh yeah, I can't let Shuppet. Wouldn't even be able to fall asleep because it's probably gonna have insomnia. Almost said amnesia, but that's something completely different. Amnesia is if you have memory problems, like just not being able to access memory at all, and insomnia is if you're not able to sleep, because somnia comes from sleep, and it implies that it's not possible. As a chemist, I see no difference. There are still the same molecules as in meat. Yeah, there's no difference. There's a difference morally speaking or ethically, but chemically, no. And that's why, I mean, I wouldn't be... I talked to people about this topic and they said that they would think that's disgusting, but what's disgusting about lab-grown meat? Like, what's the problem? It's the same molecules, as you said. Keep on using heat because the ice is melting a lot. Yeah, yeah, I know. We're making our own flood, we don't even need God for that. How sad, right? Oh, the woes of humankind. But yeah, they just couldn't. Back to that discussion, every time I asked them what's the problem, they just said it's weird, but that's not a compelling argument. Any technology becomes cheaper, so soon we will have a 3D printer for meat at home. Oh, that would be the dream. I'm definitely looking forward to this. That is if I'll be there when that happens. Maybe I'll grow. Maybe not me, but maybe my children or my grandchildren, should I procreate, will be the ones using said 3D meat printer. It's like in Star Trek, you know, the what's it called again? Where they can basically print or make anything. Imagine being able to 3D print almost anything. That's basically a thing that exists in the sci-fi universe that I've been writing on for a long time now. That is a technology that they use. But then again, that is several thousands of years in the future. So that's pretty trivial to them. All you need is the atoms necessary to make the molecule. And if you have set atoms, then you can definitely print it. So it's basically as much of a post-scarcity civilization as you could possibly have. Imagine not having to deal with scarcity. What a dream. But unfortunately I was born too early for that. Too early to have that, too late to explore the oceans and new continents, just in time to have paid money for a ringtone. Not really the best option, but, well, can't really change it now, can I? If you have enough energy, there's no need for even atoms. Yeah. That also gets, without spoiling too much what it's about, but that is also a thing that happens, let's say, with energy. Transforming energy back into atoms, or matter to be more precise. Baryonic matter in this case. Because atoms are, there's more matter than just, oh, there's a skull, but not shiny. There's more to, like, there's more types of matter than just atoms. Atoms are baryonic matter, but there's also dark matter, which is not made out of atoms. We're not even sure what it is made of. We're not even sure exactly what it is. There's a lot of candidates that we think it might be, like axions and other things. Also things called WIMPs. That's an abbreviation. Pretty funny if you read about it, but very interesting as well, if you're an astronomy nerd like me. But yeah, if given enough energy, you can definitely do that. I mean, the equation that is so famous, you know, the E equals mc squared, that essentially gives you the fact that you can transform energy into matter and vice versa. With the coefficient of c being the speed of light squared. That's why, I mean, there's a lot of if you transform a human into pure energy, you'd get so much energy out of that. You could just use set formula E equals mc squared to calculate exactly how much energy that would give you. Exactly the amount of energy that would yield. And it's a lot, trust me, because I mean, the C is already a really high number. And then that gets squared. So, times itself, which is 300,000 meters per second. It's very, very, very fast. The fastest that we've ever measured in the universe. And it is probably the fastest speed possible. If you don't think that tachyons exist, but tachyons are like a very specific mathematical, curious case of a particle being faster than light, and not even more specifically speaking, they cannot be slower than light. They always have to be faster than light. And they're hypothetical particles that we haven't even found any proof that they exist. They, mathematically speaking, they could exist, just like negative length could exist, but is there such a thing as negative length in the universe? I don't know, I've never seen anything like that before. But if you do the Pythagoras theorem thing with the square root, you get two solutions. You get the positive solution, that is just a length, but you also get a negative solution. But what do you do with negative length? I don't know if that really exists in the universe. Same with negative energy. But in the case of tachyons, it's not negative or anything. It's just tachyons have not a mass of 0 like photons have, but they have a mass of an imaginary mass or a complex mass. So imaginary, I really hate that term. I really don't like it. Makes it sound as if these numbers don't exist, but I don't think they don't. Lateral numbers is the term that I prefer. You know, I, the imaginary number, if you take the square root of -1, -1. I know in high school they tell you that doesn't exist, but well, it does. You can calculate stuff with that, and to put it bluntly, or just to explain it in very layman's terms, you can definitely I mean, it turns up in electricity a lot, and in quantum physics as well. I do think that imaginary numbers are real. Okay, that sounds so stupid, but not real in the mathematical sense, as in real number, but as in they are a thing that exists in the universe as we know it and understand it. But I'm not sure if tachyons exist. If you put that in Einstein's equations, if you put in an imaginary mass, then you get something that can be faster than c. But then again, I don't know if there's anything with imaginary mass, no idea. Just like with negative energy, no idea if that exists. I remember in one chat that one guy asked how to run game on Switch in 60 FPS instead of 30 FPS. I calculated the speed he needed to reach, so time slows down for him when he sees 30 FPS as 60. Yeah, or is he like playing his Switch on a larger, like a super Earth with time dilation going on, or really close to a very massive stellar object? People do to get different FPS. I wouldn't recommend doing that, kids, don't. Still nothing, no? I want a Duskull. Come on. Jesus has left the chat, it appears. He said not my planet, but my heaven needs me, and then he ascended. Ascended back to where he once came from. was 0.866C if my calculation was correct. That's very precise. Yeah, I mean, like the sea itself doesn't get reached unless it's in a vacuum. Because the medium where the photons travel through affects the speed slightly. But then again, that's really for nerds like us too, isn't it? Every time when science comes, Jesus leaves us. Oh, nah, that's why he went away. Now that would explain it. But yeah, it's interesting to think about. Not saying that tachyons are real or not. I mean, there's no... It's one of these things that we have mathematical, let's say, proof. But there's no observational or experimental proof. Just like with exotic matter, we don't know if that's real. Or maybe it's not, as in the universe didn't make it, but we could create it artificially. I think that might be a possibility. But then again, I think that's way beyond the scope of our technology. Like the level of technology we are right now, I don't think we can do such a thing. It's already amazing that we can theoretically make a very tiny amount of antimatter. No, I want a shiny Dazzle, not a normal one. Okay, the mosquito went somewhere else, but I'm probably gonna wake up tomorrow and have a sting somewhere. Some reason they really like me. I'm always on their menu. But I read multiple studies about the fact apparently they prefer women, which I mean I obviously am. And then they prefer people with the O or 0 blood type, which I'm also part of. And here's the weirdest thing, apparently they prefer blondes, and I'm not kidding. Apparently they really prefer blondes, like blonde people, and I fit all of these categories, which, stupid mosquitoes, leave me alone. We don't know, but anyway, we are building dark matter detectors. Yeah, we are. Yeah, I mean, dark matter is used to explain the motion of galaxies, among other things. Because if it wouldn't exist, then the stars would just... The galaxies would rotate faster and faster, and would just swirl out. Welcome back, Ahmed. As we were talking about, Alex and I were talking about science, and then Jesus left us. I was like, nah, I'm here for religion, not this. And then, I don't know, went back to heaven to his perfect internet connection, I guess. Which I'm pretty jealous of. But then, no, maybe not. Jealousy is a sin, I shouldn't do that. No, I'm not jealous. I take that back. No, it's 3 seconds. Let's see. This time, do I get the Dazzle? Dazzle is a really nice shiny. No, I get a boring Shuppet. Which kind of looks like if Rotom had a blanket on. Kind of. It's already been 2 hours, wow. I don't know, is this just me? It really doesn't feel like I've sit here for 2 hours playing this game. But man, what a stream this was already, right? It froze 2 times. Jesus Christ came. Like, I don't know, this is definitely, I'm not gonna forget this stream. Very memorable. I wonder what else is gonna happen. Hopefully it won't freeze while I have a shiny. That would really suck. Okay, no, I don't want to shop it. I don't care about shop it. I already have multiple shinies of that one, so both square and star. I don't need more shiny shuppets. I have more than enough of these. Definitely Wild Wednesday, yeah. One of the most memorable ones, for sure. But that is what I love. I like it when it becomes unique like this. And I mean, already very early in, got multiple shinies. What more could I possibly ask for? Looks like some of my messages are not going... Oh, are they not coming through? Yeah, sometimes YouTube is just very strange. I don't know. Happened to me as well when I was a viewer of someone else's stream. Had a problem. I mean, it's not my problem, but it's hard for me to decide. Oh? And Eontimer. Every time I type the word... Okay, yeah, I know what you're saying. Do you mean it gets censored? Because... I mean, I'm not doing that. Definitely not. And I don't think any of my other mods here are doing that, so... If... I think might be automatic by YouTube, but then again, I'm definitely not sure about that. Kiel. With one L. Okay, let's reset Eontimer because it's doing stupid things again. Be nice, Eontimer, be nice. Are you functioning now? No? I want audio visual. And even if I click that, like in the settings menu, still doesn't work. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm not in Generation 5. Okay, well, different sound, but still. I have a friend with OCD, and his girlfriend broke up with him because of his OCD. That sucks. And now he's asking for help, but he has a specific type of obsessions and compulsions that I don't like to work with. Like what kind? There's so many different ways of having OCD. I've known people who just were clean freaks. Others had beliefs that they had to touch something a couple of times in order for it to be good. I don't know. I'm now confused because of this situation. Is he medicated or... Because it can be pretty it can be pretty bad and can really have a big impact on his functioning. But then again, it's not really his fault now. He got born with that. He's definitely not doing it on purpose. But I also somewhat not saying I understand why the girl, not saying I'm on his girlfriend's side that she broke up with him, but I kind of understand that if the OCD is bad enough, that could definitely put a strain on a relationship. Kind of I do see that as well. So if I case someone who's very evil, does it count as a bad thing? Yeah, that age-old question. In my view, if you would now, I don't know, if you now would lynch Putin, I wouldn't see you as evil, but that is an extreme case. But there are definitely contexts in which doing that act would not be so bad. But they're the exception usually. That's a very common point, or like a point of discussion in philosophy classes. Come on, it's been a while since the last shiny appeared. OCD is more uncomfortable for people around, not for one with OCD. Yeah, depends though. I've talked to people who said they wish they didn't have OCD because it interfered so much with their everyday life that they couldn't hold down a job. That's an extreme case that I know. But yeah, I mean, he did that person go to therapy? Therapy and medication would help, but I mean, in that situation that you guys are right now with the stupid, unnecessary war going on, I don't know if that is easy to get a hold of. I like to K Nas daily. I don't know who that is. Or Ben Shapiro. Understandable. He has an obsession about being abandoned, and with modern ways of communications, he's sending messages and from TikTok and demands a response. Are you sure it's OCD or like abandonment issues? Sometimes they go hand in hand. But my girlfriend noticed he writes only when he feels bad and writes a lot. Yeah, has to be pretty tough in his situation, but other than seek professional help, I don't know what to say. There's no magic fixing that. Or does he have an actual diagnosis of OCD? Or is he one of these people that say, oh, I'm so OCD, but they just read the symptoms on WebMD once and then they diagnose themselves, which I don't really take that seriously. But then again, I don't know that person. But the thing is, people with OCD, they sometimes, depending on how strong it is, they can't stop themselves from doing something. Like, they have to do it. Or else they flip out. Case I know had to touch something like doorknobs or a light switch 5 or 6 times before it doing the last, like the action that he needed to do. Been working with OCD for 6 years, alright. Well then. Nas Daily is a Palestine YouTuber who acts like the Arab world agrees with what he says. Even he says Israel is right on what they are doing and he made his own religion. Oh, I see. Oh, jeez. Wait, so he's saying the genocide on Palestinians is justified? Jeez, imagine saying that as a Palestinian yourself. What the hell? What a messed up world we live in. But I didn't even know him. For a second, I thought you meant Little Nas, but why would you want to off him? His channel is in English. Oh, come on! Where's my shiny Duskull? Now Jesus has left the chat and the RNG is off. There are a lot of OCD signs in his behavior, and I told only one thing why it is hard to work with this type. So there's more to this. I see, I see. So he's a work colleague of yours. Is that how I should? Is that how I? Did I understand it correctly? Poor guy though doesn't have. Pretty much, that's not an easy thing to live with. It's 3 seconds, let's see. No, that's a Duskull, but not a shiny one. In fact, you're talking to this person is already in his compulsion to be sure someone pays attention to him. Ah, so he has compulsive need to get attention. Okay. Was he lacking that in his childhood, or is that just a thing that his OCD is focusing on? Right, 3 seconds. And I get, hopefully, a shiny. Even as if it is a shiny Shuppet. No, it's not, just a normal one. Boring. Well, I can't use False Swipe on that one because it's a ghost. So basically that person needs constant attention. He made his own religion and named it after him? Insane. That is, like, really narcissistic. How can you make a religion out of yourself? What? This case, most part of work with OCDs outside sessions to make a belief I can deal with it by myself. Yeah, to give them some autonomy, definitely. Alright, 5 seconds. Well, these resets do go by pretty quickly. That's the biggest problem in this case. Oh, so he's completely unable to deal with it himself. Oh, poor guy. I do feel for him, even though I don't even know him. I do feel bad for him though, that is... I don't know, if you can't deal with it by yourself... Is he scum or scammer? I mean, I guess both then. If what you say is true, Amit, that doesn't really sound that nice. But this is the first time I've heard of him. Three seconds. Ah, I can't see any Shuppet anymore. Full of Shuppet. Nas Daily also acts like Arab world loves Israel. What the hell? Ooh, oof, oof, oof. Big, uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, God, yeah. I see where this is going. He probably uses that as clout, you know, to get views, which is by itself very questionable, to say the least. What people do for content, huh? Incredible, though. Not a good incredible, but the bad kind of incredible. As in, I can't believe people do that. Had a client with this type of compulsions before, and the main condition to work with this OCD was not to ask other people for help when obsession comes, and use techniques to fight against OCD. Yeah, that's the autonomous thing, yeah. And not indulge his whims. Completely failed. I see. Bet he gets paid by Israel to say that. He got 14 million. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Ahmed. I definitely would not be surprised. I'm not saying that that is the case, because I don't barely know anything about that, but wouldn't be the first time that someone like that gets paid to propagate nonsense. Let's see what I get now. Oh, another Schuppert. Jeez, I can't stand to see them. Maybe I'll go back to Peter Petalburg, not Peterburg. That's Peterburg. Petalburg Woods, and try to get the Shroomish again. Client had 6 therapists. 6 therapists. Wow. At the same time, simultaneously 6 therapists. Told everybody the same. I'm working only with you. That's already no credibility. The self-destructing irresponsibility OCD. Yeah, very complicated. Oh boy, I don't know. Some people just are hopeless cases, I think. Even though, honestly, I don't like saying that, but I don't know, my experience in life does tell me that some people just are beyond help. Because they don't, you have to be in a mindset to accept help in the first place, right? Or else it's not gonna work. Always act like an angel, but it's nothing but a big S that smells like... Yeah, okay. I get what you mean, Ahmed. I'll look into that. What's his name again? Nas Daily. But by the sound of it, it's not something I'm gonna enjoy. Or maybe I shouldn't give him more clicks. If he's really doing the things that you say, Ahmed, then maybe not. For help, you need 2 things. Someone that gives that help, and to be able to accept help. And also the willingness to change. Because, I mean, I don't know if you ever had to work with narcissists, but that's why so many narcissists they never get a diagnosis, because why would they go to therapy? Because they already believe that they're perfect and infallible in every single way. Welcome back, help me. Chris SPD, did you get the shiny Voltorb already? No, I did not. I will, I saw your comment. And also, welcome back, how are you doing? I saw your comment. I will attempt the Voltorb thing tomorrow. That's where I'm going to hunt for the Voltorb again. with the frame delay that you said. So the game runs at 60 FPS, and the seconds that you gave me, if I calculate that with the 60 FPS in mind, that would yield me a frame delay of around 109 frames. So I can try that. I did try that last time. I didn't get it, but with calibration, I could see that I was only a couple of frames off. So I'll just try it over and over again until it works. For now, I never failed at least I never had a shiny hunt that never yielded me a shiny. I always gotten it at least after a couple of tries. Okay, I'm gonna try for the Duskull a bit, and then maybe goes to something else if the Duskull doesn't show up. But yeah, I'll be doing that hunt tomorrow, in case you're interested. In this case, person is stuck in his own biases and can recognize help use it is wrong. Yeah. And can you really help a person like this if they even can't help themselves? Maybe that is a waste of of the therapist's time and expertise and energy. He's a traveler and he scams people into paying him money for nothing in return. Oh boy, it's getting worse and worse, Amit. The more you type, the worse it gets. Jeez. As if there's a competition out there to see how much of a horrible human being you can be. Do you watch Godzilla? Unfortunately not. But I do want to watch some Godzilla movies. Right, I kind of full of these Shubbits. I can't see them anymore. So let's hunt for something else in the meantime, shall we? Alright, so what? Should we go back to the forest, Petalburg Woods, and try the Shroomish again? That would be... yeah, I think so. Would be good. Alright, so in that time I'll heal here. We'll try for the Duskull another time. And let's go for the Shroomish, and let's go for this frame. Oh, it's the same frame. Alright. Let's head to Petalburg Woods. Cool, that sounds cool for me. It took me around 1 hour to get shiny Voltorb. Yeah, I just have a feeling that that underground new mobile thing somehow has frame advances that mess up the delay. I don't know how else I could explain it. Don't be sad, help me. If you have, like, what a Godzilla movie should I watch first? Do you have any? If you're a connoisseur of Godzilla, then I'm all ears. My husband always told me he wanna watch it with me, and I'm gonna try it. Bye, I'm gonna yell at people. Alright, help me have fun yelling at people, and thank you for sticking around the stream. Oh, hey there, Kaiser Kamazin. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? This Wednesday, oh boy. We had Jesus come in before. And so many accidental, the stream started with 4 accidental shiny Wurmples. And I've gotten some others as well, like this one. Among others. It went really well, I have to say. A very memorable Wednesday stream. I'm not gonna forget about this one. Pretty funny as well. But hopefully you're doing good. So are you looking for the Japanese version or the legendary version? I would say I would want to watch the Japanese version first. I don't even know what the legendary version is. No idea. This sounds like when you missed class one day and everything happens. Kind of, but I mean, I put my streams, I mean, they are a VOD later, so you can check that out if you want to, if you feel like it. It's definitely pretty funny. It's just some guy like Jesus Christ, with the image of Jesus Christ himself, the Lord and Savior. And yeah, he acted the character. It was pretty funny. Oh yeah, the move. It's not done yet, the move, I assume. The legendary version is the American version. Isn't that the version that sucks? At least if you believe what my husband said. I know there's a 1999 version that is not good. Or not really that good. But then again, I'm not a Godzilla connoisseur as you are. Is that a like your avatar? I don't really see what it is because your icon, because they're really small. But I assume it's a Godzilla firing the famous laser. Probably Sunday, but we have to unpack everything too. No, this Sunday. Have fun unpacking. I hope I can move as well, but doesn't look like it. I have to get a job first. And even if my husband and I find jobs, looks like if we will move, it's going to be back to our parents' house, which I don't want to do that. They're elderly. I mean, the house is a bit too small for that many people. Just want rents to be at least affordable, come on. Yeah, electricity alerts, ballistic missiles, oh jeez. You should watch Shin Godzilla or -1, those are the Japanese versions. Alright, so I was right about having to, or wanting to watch the Japanese versions first. I mean, I know a bit of Japanese. At least A1 level. My diploma says A2, but I haven't used it in a long while, so it's definitely not A2. But I can have very simple conversations. There's a Japanese woman I sometimes see in Luxembourg, and I can like say, I don't know, I like that tea. Kore ocha o daisuki, I don't know, something like that. I like that, I really like that tea is what I just said. But that's not really, can't really hold a deep conversation, you know. Did anyone watch Cartoon Networks growing up as a kid? Sometimes, yeah. But in Luxembourg, you had to have a satellite thing, for like satellite TV to watch it, and my dad had it. But sadly, while the cool cartoons were going on, he wanted to use the TV for watching sports, which, I mean, to be fair, he paid for it, so unfortunately I didn't get to watch that much. -1 is really good. Wait, is the movie really called -1? That is interesting. Shin Godzilla is the GOAT. Alright, if you say so. Shin Godzilla then. Isn't there a movie as well where he has a son or something like that? And then I also know there's Mothra and King Ghidorah and... oh, what's the other one called? There's so many of them. Huge monsters. Huge monsters beating the S out of each other. That's basically all the movies, I guess, are, and that's all you need. I remember reading or watching, was it reading or watching a video? I don't remember, but someone calculated how many calories Godzilla would need to consume in order to stay alive for a day, and it was just an absolutely insane amount. So you want what? So you want to watch the very old movies? Yeah, I don't care how old a movie is. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. Same with music. I'm not stupid like say, oh, it's old, it's not good. No. That's very childish. And I'm a bit too old to be childish. How many times do you brush your teeth? I brush them 3 to 4 times a day. Wow, that's... I wish I did that as often as you did. Usually 1 to 2 times a day, which I should do them more. Like I should clean them more often, definitely. Like you do, Amit. I bet your teeth are really pearly white then. But yeah, it is very important to brush your teeth regularly. You don't wanna have problems with your teeth later on, or your gums. Not fun. And that's a teeth or tooth pain is a very nasty kind of pain. Definitely. I brush 1 to 2 times a day as well. I've been blessed with very good natural teeth health. Yeah, me as well. I mean, my gums bleed pretty easily, but my dentist told me that doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means they're very, not fragile, but I don't know how I should explain it. Not fragile. Fragile would be the bad word, not the right translation. But yeah, I should definitely brush them more. I also had braces, so that also makes them look much better. They are straight. So do you want like color old or like black or white old? I wouldn't mind black or white old. No problem. But yeah, I did have cavities as a child. I've heard people that never had cavities when I'm like, how? But other than that, yeah, never really had that much trouble with teeth. That and the, sometimes, I mean, cavities is pretty normal to have as a kid if you eat a little too much sugar. Or... I also had my wisdom teeth, they had to be removed because they grew horizontally, which is not good at all. I had them removed, so yeah, that was it. I never had any other problems with teeth before. You never have a cavity? Jeez, wow. So your teeth health is even... You have very good teeth IVs, I guess. Better than mine, definitely. Always took care of my teeth since teeth isn't easy to replace, yeah. And they don't regrow. We don't have a jaw like a shark or like many fish do, where if you lose a tooth, it just regrows. Do you agree that Flygon should be Bug Dragon? Yeah, I also thought that. Why is it not Bug Dragon? But, well, is it not too late to change it now? I think I mentioned this, but I still have a few baby teeth. Oh, I don't think you mentioned... Or did you? No, I actually... Yeah, I think you did. How come you still have baby teeth? I remember I lost my baby or children's or kids' teeth, however you want to call them, pretty early. So remember playing around with them until they broke off. I've never chipped a tooth either. You're going to start with my personal favorite Godzilla Final Wars. Alright, is that a black and white movie? Looks like your plans to yell at people have changed and decide to stick around. No wisdom teeth have grown either. You have people in my family who apparently have the gene that they don't have, like they got an x-ray done and they don't have any wisdom teeth. Like there's nothing there. Which I would have liked to have that, but you don't pick your genes, right? No designer babies, at least for now. Oh, come on, I want that Shroomish. Where art thou, Shroomish? Have chipped a tooth, and let me tell you that you aren't missing out. Yeah, I don't think that I'm missing out. But then again, I'm the very careful person. I never really climbed trees or did any dangerous stuff as a kid because I just saw the many ways I could hurt myself, and that just frightened me, and I never did anything. And knowing how clumsy I am, maybe not the best idea, so yeah, hopefully it stays that way. Saw an article a couple of days ago about regrowing teeth. Japanese researchers have promising results. Ah, yeah, I read about that. They did it in mice, right? And it worked. They successfully had the teeth regrow. Yeah, hopefully that will go through clinical trials without any problems, and then we'll be able to grow teeth back again. Because, as you might know, if you get them, if you if you lose a tooth as an adult tooth, they're not going to grow back. We're not sharks. We're not fish. Then that's it. You need to have the tooth replaced. What? I start going dark at black and white. I wasn't born yet, and I still need to find the disc for them. I mean, I also enjoy plenty of things that were around when I wasn't even born yet. First experience with people will be this autumn. Alright, let's see where this goes. Hopefully that will work. Cause that would be definitely a lot of help. Then you wouldn't need dentures. You just regrow the tooth. Pokemon Platinum, my Shinx missed 3 times in a row. Ah, very unlucky. Very unlucky. Then got crit twice in a row that day and named that Shinx Stevie Wonder. Why? Stevie Wonder isn't that a blind singer? Oh, because he missed, so you're saying he's blind, is that it? Kinda mean, but oh well. Stevie Wonder definitely is not missing the keys on his piano. Always so fascinating to me that someone who doesn't see the keys on the piano can still memorize them to that degree and be able to play such wonderful songs. But then again, the blind people that I've talked to, they said that your other senses compensate. So your 3D space awareness becomes better, and also your hearing. Fascinating how the brain works, isn't it? I've also read about a kid that was blind and apparently used echolocation, you know, like a bat or a dolphin. Made clicking noises, and apparently it worked out. That is just so fascinating. My jaw is weirdly underdeveloped in regards to my teeth. I don't have a full set of adult teeth, and my wisdom teeth are technically there, but have no roots, so they are stuck in pre-development phase. Ah, okay. I've read a study once about certain genes that people have in that just makes it that the teeth just are somewhat, they stay underdeveloped and that they don't have roots, and then they perpetually stay that way. Maybe you have these genes, or maybe not. I know there's multiple reasons to have certain things. The body of the human being is very complex after all. But, well, if you don't need to get them removed, no problem then. If you don't like the suits, you're going to have to start with Shin Godzilla, because that was the first CTI movie, I think. Okay. Then again, I'm not knowledgeable on that. Musicians usually practice instruments without looking at it. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, me using the GameCube controller right now, I mean, that's a much easier example, but not looking at it, I don't have to look where the buttons are, I don't have to look where X is. Oh, sorry about that. I used yawn, you're gonna fall asleep in 1 round. But yeah, I don't need to see or look down and see where the B button is, where the X and Y buttons are. I know that, right? I know the layout by heart. I know what makes sense that musicians practice playing instruments without looking. But then again, I take singing lessons, not instrument lessons. I mean, it's never too late, right? I guess I could try an instrument once in my life, or maybe more. Piano is a nice instrument, because if you can play the piano, you can play the keyboard, and with a keyboard sampler, you can technically play every instrument. Technically. If you just map, I don't know, a saxophone to the keys. You're using your vocal cords without looking at them. Well, I don't know how to look at my vocal cords. I have not achieved that feat yet. But yeah, if you're singing, you're using your vocal cords as an instrument, or your body as well, your nasal cavities and your sinus cavities as well, for resonance. So I learned so many things that I never thought were part of singing, like that you have to breathe in a different way, your posture, breathing techniques, that you shouldn't sing in your speaking voice, which makes sense. But then again, if you don't know anything about singing, you wouldn't know that, right? Started playing Hades, not sure if you've heard of it, but it's a roguelike and it's really good. Completely hooked. I've heard of it, yes, but I've never seen any footage of it, or I don't know a lot about Hades. I just know it exists. All the body has to be tuned for singing. Yeah. How you're standing is very important as well. The tension in your body, yeah. And your lungs, yeah, it's learned a lot of new things. Definitely more, I mean, definitely also interesting. Even different parts of the brain are controlled singing and talking, yeah. I don't know if that sounds crazy, but I kind of feel that I don't know how to say this. I'm using different energies if I sing as opposed to if I talk. Does that make sense? Or does that sound like stupid pseudoscience? Because that's not what I'm trying to say. But it does definitely kind of feel different. And there's so many, like, there's certain vocals, like that you don't... usually when you speak, you move the mouth, you turn your mouth in a specific shape to get these vocals. But with singing, sometimes that changes your resonance. And you don't want that, so you have to do it differently with the tongue. And that is, I still need to train that, because my brain automatically goes back to using the mouth shape, even though I shouldn't do that. I have to rewire my brain, but it's slowly working. As you said, Alex, it does take some time for the neurons to make the connections. But yeah, let's see where this is going. Still no shiny. I mean, can't complain, I've gotten a lot of shinies in the stream. When singing stream? Yeah, I do plan on using that. Not sure if it's singing stream, but definitely use that for my channel. Definitely. At least I planned on doing that. So yeah, this I'm not sure if I should split the channel or not split, but I have, if I should make a second channel that just is more, I don't know, personal in a way, and the other one is the nerdy stuff that I do. I'm not sure yet. Let's see what the future has in store for me. But then again, on this channel I have at least a couple of thousand subscribers, and on the other Google channel, or like YouTube channel that I have, just my civilian name, my citizen name. I don't have any subscribers on that one, so well, let's see where it goes. I do have a lot of ideas that I wanna go through. Do I remember that correctly? Was it you, Alex, who said that you were also singing? I know that Classic said he was a good singer, but I never got any, not proof, I guess, any examples of him, like voice snippets. So I can't say. I remember someone else of you guys saying that you were into singing. Are you trying? Alright. Hades is basically a game where you play as the son of Hades and try to escape the depths of the underworld and reach the underworld while Hades and his minions try to stop you. Ah, yeah. I think there's a YouTuber that I used to watch who streamed that. Is it on Steam? Oh yeah, it is. It even got 10 out of 10 on Steam. Wow. Is it really that good? Lack of sleep doesn't help. Yeah. Definitely not. Doesn't help with anything, not just with singing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I get a Shroomish, please. Was a good singer, although I'm not sure if I would be classified as one. Not sure, can't tell. I've heard your voice once in Discord and you were a bit sick, so that also changes the voice quite a bit. Meant to say overworld, by the way. Yeah, okay, I thought that much. That would make sense. Now I was about to say something, but I forgot. I wanted to ask. Ah, yeah. Has any one of you played Dwarf Fortress? That is just such an insane game. I really recommend it. It's crazy. And it's hard to explain what it's about. It's, I guess, a dwarf simulating thing. But it's also kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, as in so many things can happen. It is on Steam. There's going to be a sequel coming out in the next few years. Oh, alright. Makes something with synth and plugins, all these things. Oh yeah, I mean this, as you know, I love hardstyle, and I watch some hardstyle DJs explain how they make their music. And geez, oh, you have to know so much technical stuff before you even start DJing. As in real DJing, not just plug in a laptop and play and press the play button. That's not a DJ in my eyes. I was playing Dwarf Fortress. It was bad. So not for you. Well, I see. Either you hate that game or you love it. There's no in between, it appears. Not a good singer, but I'm good at writing songs. Yeah, that's a different skill, but still. It's a shame people always remember the singer, but not the writer. Yeah, there's something about that, definitely. Was in my state honors choir, which is very difficult to get into. Honors choir, wow. That already sounds very prestigious. I was playing RimWorld for a couple of years, light version of Dwarf Fortress, but with hardcore modes. Oh, with hardcore modes? As if Dwarf Fortress by itself isn't already too hardcore enough. Hey there, Arch. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Let me tell you, the stream until now has been pretty crazy. Or at least, let's say very interesting. With a lot of shinies, Jesus Christ coming really out there. Definitely. Well, at least one person here has played Dwarf Fortress. Okay, let's see. Will this give me the shroomish, please? Modern music production is math and good ears. Yeah, I remember one hardstyle DJ being like, okay, before we delve into how to make a good sound, here's the science of and the math of a wave. So are you familiar with the sinus curve? And then so many people already exited the stream. I'm like, oh well, what do you expect? Of course it's gonna be technical. I just got back from 3 hours with my best friend forever and I'm sweating my pants off. Jeez, what have you been doing? Extreme sports? Or sauna or something like that? I was back in high school though. And I'm about to be junior in college, 30 years, so I'm not sure if I'm good, how good I still am. Well, my vocal or singing teacher, whatever you want to call it, coach, she told me that singing is kind of like learning how to drive or ride a bicycle, that as in you never really forget it, but after a long time of not doing it, you might have to invest some time to get back into it, but you never truly forget about it. I don't know how true that is, but I do believe her. I mean, she's the knowledgeable one about singing and not me. I mean, I got these lessons as a gift for my birthday from my mom. Bless you, Mom, by the way. Also, she's doing much better. That's good. If it's like 40 degrees out, 20 is enough for me to want to get into water. 40 degrees Celsius? Oh, wow, that is... 40 degrees. Oh, it feels like 40 degrees. It's 40... Anything above 36 degrees Celsius, that's where I start to be... Oh, okay, it's kind of getting too warm for my taste. Equalization is Fourier transform. Yeah, basically everything there's Fourier transform. Yeah, exactly. That's also what he talked about. That the square wave is a sum of sine waves. Triangle wave is sum of different sine waves. Exactly. And people just mass exited the stream or were like, hell no, I'm not dealing with no math. Well, what do you expect? Especially with hardstyle, it's really... Not only is it a hard genre, it's also very hard to make. Because there's so many things you need to keep in mind. And you also need to really learn what the waves do and have a very good understanding of waves cancelling out other waves, and you need to equalize them and so on and so forth. And there I was thinking maybe making hardstyle wouldn't be too hard, and then I saw that and I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can pull that off with no musical training. Feel like I'm my demon femboy OC already. Alright. But the demon femboy, doesn't he like the heat? Oh yeah, the Hades Ost is really good if you like rock. Right, I'm gonna take a listen to the Hades Ost original soundtrack. For those of you who don't know what the abbreviation of OST stands for. I always read it as OST. I don't know if you guys do that as well. Or if you pronounce it as OST. Or if you just say original soundtrack, whatever. Should get grinding in my game for an item that's the final and hardest rarity to get, but I'm so hot. Oh boy, is that the thing that you posted on Discord? With the grind? I assume it is. Now don't you just hate it when there's an item that you really want, but it's a super rare drop, so you have to play or invest hours and hours and hours into the game. That reminds me of me playing Earthbound for the first time and trying to get that stupid sword for Pooh. And yes, the character's name is actually Pooh, as in P-O-O. What a tragedy. Naming your kid after that, but oh well. And that sword just would not drop, and after 4 hours of playing Earthbound, I'm like, no, what am I doing here? I don't want to, like, I could have been done with the whole game at that point, but... And I was so over-leveled, because I defeated so many enemies. I don't know if that was worth it. I've never gotten it. Maybe I'll try in another playthrough if I ever should play Earthbound again, which I definitely will. Haven't posted the cost yet. It will take around 20 hours to get. Oh, that's a long time for one item, one single item. But is the item worth it? Like, what does it do? Why is it so... Or is it just rare and not really that usable, I guess? Okay, 5 seconds. Can I get the Shroomish now, please? Should definitely play the game if you have any interest in roguelikes, but it won't hurt if you aren't. Haven't really played that many roguelikes, to be honest, but I'll definitely give it a try. Steam summer sale, aren't those around the corner now? So maybe you can get it for very cheap, would be nice. Jeez, already three hours into the stream. But I think I'm gonna stop it soon. I am starting to become a bit tired, and after all, I woke up pretty early today. I had some appointments that I had to go to today. I can kill one of the final bosses in around 20 seconds, and it's a different path from the main game path, which means if any new dungeons come out, it will have a final tier of item to do it easily. Okay, that makes sense. Main path items don't work in the other tier path. Okay. Yeah, okay, I do understand. Summer sale is around 20 days. As in 20 days, or it lasts for 20 days? Because there's a difference in these two. So, tomorrow the Voltorb. Hopefully I get that stupid blue ball then. It's been way too long. bit embarrassing. For some reason the Voltorb is giving me the hardest time. Not even a legendary, anything rare. I think at least. Yeah, but it is going to be in 20 days, or does it last 20 days? Because it's been a long time since I've bought something during the summer sales. It will start about 20 days. It usually lasts for a week or so. Okay. Yeah, perfect, because the summer solstice will then be... I mean, technically it's not summer yet. As of now, it's not summer yet. Astronomically speaking, of course. Not as in the climate. Almost did a stupid mistake again. Going to grind so hard for this, it will literally make me so happy if I get it. Well then, fingers crossed that you get it. Hopefully you'll get it. Sounds like something very valuable. Right, I think this is gonna be the last reset and then I'm gonna hit the hay. After all, if my reaction time suffers, then there's no point in doing RNG manipulation. You're welcome, Arch. So who is going to be part of tomorrow's stream? Gonna stream around 21:30 my time, because I do have the Italian lesson before. And I won't be back before, I don't know, 20 something. Military time, I know, and no, I'm not a Psycho-Americans. Been in the mood as of late, so sorry if I've been a bit weird lately. I'll try to join. I don't really see anything weird there, honestly. Alright, I do feel my eyelids getting heavier. Let's see what kind of shinies I've gotten. Let's check them all out before I hit the hay. And then tomorrow hopefully I'll get the shiny Voltorb. Alright. So let's see what I've got. I've got this. Then 2 Cacnea. This. And then 4 shiny Wurmples. So, yeah. That's not a bad haul at all. So as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream. As I said before already, the Voltorb hunt will be tomorrow. And as always, have a good one. Goodbye and good night.